we do have Gen Z versus 100 Dweebs in the Masters Premade Division, so this will be the top division of our league. Coming to you very quickly, we're going to have Icebox up first, Split up second. I'm going to decide a Gen Z starting on defense here, and some very similar looking compositions here.
If you recognize the name Gen Z, last season that was the team named Gen Z was our eventual champions. They have now rebranded to 100 Dweebs here in the Masters Premade, and they're going to be on defense starting first as well. Nope, I got it wrong. I don't know.
100 Dweebs is on the attack. I mean, you had a 50-50
100 Dweebs is
shot
on
at
attack.
it, right?
There you go. I'll get there.
On board of Zap. First
first
contact though. Killa goes down early, immediately traded back as well. So there you go. The Viper Wall comes across for the retake, but the shots are just all coming through. And
trades going on either side, but Naro
how does he get that?
pushes out the wall and gets Axel. Wow, what a shot! Brought it down to very low health, and the Molly just going to hear the clearest information. Push out from Chef, just trying to do their diligence, clear angles, but this spike isn't planted for long.
The Molly.
Yeah, the Molly isn't going to be there. It's really going to be that KO util, and Grave Ghost able to find Smarty PZ. It's a 2v2 now, but Chev is spammed through the wall. It's up to Grave Ghost. Finds Doc, trying to get the spam through, but no, Doc will drop down, but low health everywhere. Just spam through is going to be all you need. Unable to get half, and Doc will able to get the first kill, and that will put 100 Dweebs up 1-0.
Yep, they're going to continue their winning ways. Last time they were on stream, they won. And they were called champions. And well, they're back, taking the first round once again. I mean, it was a really good opening round. I mean, Naro, I feel like there's no way Naro should have got away with that peek through the wall, going there towards screens.
Oh,
runs into
absolutely.
two players, and in the process of running away, somehow gets a headshot. I don't know how that was possible. Hey, the Shorty's out. Love to see that. Shorty's going to be on the board. That's going to be 2 Bulldogs, 3 Spectres. So, relatively
Very good buy.
even buy here.
Yep.
This is a wall. What is this wall?
It looks like wow.
I've never
is
seen this before.
So it looks like that wall is going to basically just cut off that elbow pressure for B main. So the side of Gen Z is going to be unable to push that up or spot anyone which way that 100 Dweebs is going to be peeking out if they decide to go towards B, which that spike is slightly leaning towards as this default happens. 2 pushing mid, 400 Dweebs. Trying to find information as info really is the name of the game.
Looks like Zap ate one of the shock darts too, down to 40 HP. Just kind of going for a jump peek here as you're going to see 100 Dweebs making their way up towards B. Now the pressure's going to be on.
They found Ghost.
Yep, I mean, Grave Ghost going to go down to the back.
That should be a very free spike. Oh, Chef from behind. Takes the shorty, takes the knife, but able to get the first kill. Finds Killa, gets a second one for Killa, and has the 0 point. Able to find information. It's a 3v4 in favor. Weapons in favor 100 Dweebs, even with 4, but they'll find all 3 with that 0 point. And the spike isn't
around the corner.
Completely planted. It's going to be able to get to half. The trade's out, and Chef able to find another one, but Doc with the Bulldog able to finally get that last kill. 2 members of 100 Dweebs will survive, and that'll be their second round. But man, the damage done by Gen Z, gotta be pretty happy with that going into the next round with a full buy.
Yeah, I mean, you used a lot of utility and stuff like that, considering they invested, I'm pretty sure it was literally a Shorty in the hands of Chef, who got
Shorty
the
and a
kill
light
and then
shield.
followed up with the Spectre as well. I mean, they were just cleared out. I mean, the issue there is that, yeah, you clear out the Killjoy utility on the bomb, which did a fantastic job of following it up, get it going for the tap, and then looking for it. But then you got to contend with shock darts, you got to contend with the Venom and the Viper Mollies. There's just so much utility that comes out on the board. And 100 Dweebs actually did not full buy into this round. They didn't really have the money for it, so they're just, you know, doing a relative, like, evening out eco, essentially, on the board. And Naro's already taken a considerable amount of damage early on.
Just a Sheriff in the hands, and he'll get tagged up pretty hard for the start off their round. Playing slow, understanding that they don't have weapons advantage, so not playing anything too smart as the Viper Wall's going to go out and this A execute's going to begin, you believe. But
we're going to see Zap.
nothing quite yet.
That was a dart. That was an interesting
That
dart.
was a
Zap's
dart.
gonna peek around the corner.
He's trying to clear that, and yeah, it pushes Zap off the angle, but no one on Dweebs is really going to take advantage of that. And meanwhile, they don't have any other map control. All 5 members towards this A site with 50 seconds left to go, and Grave Ghost holding that. Rotate, looking for the kill, finds one, but has to back off angle. Should be a free rotate for Gen Z, but that's going to be free rotate for 100 Dweebs, but that's going to give the cue for Gen Z to rotate, run back towards B. But they're going to run into the KJ setup. Those mollies are for the anti-plant. And with 30 seconds remaining, they're going to have to commit to one side or the other, and it's going to look like it's going to be towards this B.
Yeah, would have loved to see them just kind of turn it back towards A, like try to convince them on that rotate and then go back the opposite direction. Gonna get spotted. There's the turret there for first contact. It will be destroyed with only 12 seconds to go, and the molly's down.
10 seconds
I don't know if you're gonna be able to get
There is a place
this.
for the plant. There is a plant.
But there's another. Oh no!
Oh,
there's the double
molly.
molly, and that is gonna be it. That's gonna be it. They're not gonna be able to finish this one out. That'll be it for this round, and that is gonna be 100 Gen Z getting on the board. The players are going to drop at the end. Oh, that's a great shot.
The
And he does go down at the end, but... Okay, yeah, did get the
force
money.
2 rebuys. That's going to force 2 rebuys on the side of Gen Z, so you're going to be pretty happy with picking up those kills at... They don't have the advantage of getting the spike down, getting that spike money. So 100 Dweebs also don't get that advantage that last round, but they will have guns. They will have a slight advantage going into this next round. But this is 2-1, 100 Dweebs up slightly. And they're going to lean towards this A side again.
I mean, there's plenty. I mean, you're going to see the lean up, and then the aggressive push up is here well from Zap. Does have a Marshall in hand. Went for that aggressive push. Did spot it out, though, and that is going to force the side of 100 Dweebs to kind of just back away. You can't full commit now to this A off the rip. The shot's just going to go wide. KO keeps his head.
Two information off the net, but it's... You already know about that jet, and that just tells you that the Sova's there. And here comes the execute. They're going to just push this site, push the wall, and Naro's going to be the only one pushing. As the spike still hasn't been committed, but there it goes. Now it's going to start pushing towards A, and it's really going to require a second execute. But the side of Gen Z, they have been holding still until that kill. Kill able to get the first pick of the round, takes down Axel Valentine, and the spike looking like it's going to go down. Able to get the... Trying to go for the Bulldog, but taken down by Naro. It's going to be a 3-person retake into the site.
Yep, I mean, you're going to have the KO flashes most likely that will get locked down, so Grave Ghost won't be bringing that wall back up anytime soon, which will kind of stall things out a little bit. But Chef going to be the next one in. Nobody is going to get spotted, though, by that 0 point. Rippy, though, finds kill, so that's the first kill, and that with that wall going up, that gives you an opportunity.
And Rip and Chef, they push that, but that Sova ult is to be absolutely huge. But it's the only thing they have left remaining.
Well, Usenith
able to get down Ghost. Usenith having to go heaven, but the spike isn't playing for him. So little time, but Usenith able to hold off. The Sova ult being absolutely huge. Able to delay the spike diffuser, and that will give 3 on the round for 100 Dweebs.
Was a 1v3 situation. Comes out on top at the end. As you can see, it was finished off there and just not enough time to defuse. They tried, I mean, you're trying to clear it out, but the player that was killed first by that, well, by the Hunter's Fury was all that you needed to do in that round. And that'll be a
Able
success,
to stop it from getting half.
I mean, you won, but at what cost? I mean, this is a wild buy.
Yeah, well, you gotta say, it was a 5v3 going into that with a 3-person retake. And they managed, all of Gen Z was able to kill 4 members of 100 Dweebs. The only problem is that Hunter's Fury was able to hold off. As we go into the round, Zap able to get the first kill with a Ghost. Taking down the KO of 100 Dweebs. And they're going to push all the way through. Tube and Killa able to finally trade it out. Takes down Chef. And spots out the KJ. Rippy trying to find anything. Able to find a very low health Doc. And now has the lockdown to be used, as they are just trying to delay the plant as the rotates come in. Gen Z have this entire map under their control. They know where 100 Dweebs, and now it's just locking them in.
Yeah, I mean, Rippy is the only rifle in this entire round, which was kind of funny to see because Zaps there finished off the first kill with the Stinger and went to go pick up the rifle, and it was kind of like, where's the rifle?
But hey, Smarty's picked it up, man. Taking down the Sova and picking up the weapon upgrade, but Spike isn't planned for them. They have to reload. Just a Sheriff on their hand right now, and that Molly's going to delay a little bit. Spike able to get to half, and they will be able to get the full defuse. And yeah, just look, they're going to try and save this Vandal. And Smarties will have that into the next round at the very least. But score will be evened up. We'll get a little closer, 2-3. Favorite 100 Dweebs still. And now let's look at this buy.
I mean, it was just, I mean, the last round was just wild, and I still think it's really funny that Zap got that kill with the stinger and was like, rifle upgrade,
absolutely.
runs up and goes, that's a ghost. Okay, all right, well, we're keeping that stinger in. Yeah, I mean, Rippy with the only rifle in that round finds 4 with it. And then Smarties is able to turn around, not able to pick off the diffuser, though, at the end. And I'm pretty sure I just saw the Sova just shoot the recon dart, like, right into the roof of the map. I don't know where that is. Oh, it's going
Yeah, it
off
looks
to
like
the
it was
top.
going.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to push
Okay,
any people pushing up. But
it looked like a
all
really
5
random,
members-
like, just walking forward and shot straight up in the air. And I was like, I don't know if that's a lineup.
Yep.
But this is
All
why
right.
they are far better than me.
Viper wall invested towards B, but they're going to be against B running into that KJ util. But the Viper's pick going to be invested into this fight. Gotta wait out these mollies, but once again, it's going to be kind of boxed in. But this time they are doing diligence. 100 Dweebs watching the lurk, but the spam through denies the spike planter. Nara goes down with the Viper molly and a spray of so many bullets. 50 seconds remaining. The Viper pit's still up. The kill is trying to go for the plant, and Usenith able to get 2 picks. Gets out Chef and Valentine. Zap able to trade it out. A 3-person retake into the Viper's pit required. And it's gonna be slow. Grave Ghost trying to get the tap, and Smarties finally trade out, but that Viper pit goes down. The kills go in favor of no one. Grave Ghost able to trade out both jets. It's a 1v1. Grave Ghost on the spike. Smarties looking to go for it. Hits the body shot and able to get the kill, and that will be 4 in the round for 100 Dweebs.
Yeah, I mean, it just came down to the 1v1 at the end, and then Grave Ghost really just didn't know where Smarty was. Smarty comes out on top, is forced into another 1vx clutch, wins it this time. 4th round on the board for 100 Dweebs, and that is going to force Gen Z back onto the eco. You're going to see, you know, the stingers, the classic sheriff's frenzies, all the good, you know, little toys that will not probably do too well into the rifles. But for the time being, that's what you're going to have to do. Even up that money. And, I mean, you look at it, though. Gen Z has a lot of ultimates online right now. And, I mean, Axel is 2 away. So you know that going into the next gun round, they're going to have a lot of things to work with.
Zap looking for more info. It just has to jet dash right back out. Just trying to gather any information. Miraculous 100 Dweebs have been able to survive the molly setup towards B, but this time they're going to look to avoid it altogether, looking towards this A side with the weapons advantage, and they're going to even invest a lockdown just to guarantee this round win. So that's going to force Valentine and Zap to back out all the way, and that should be a very free plant.
Yep, I mean, the rotation's here from Gen Z, but there is nobody anywhere nearby. They're finally going to try to get this molly setups in. A little too late, though, as the bomb has been planted down and ready to go here. They're using everything. They want to secure this round.
Even with the pistols, the amount of respect that 100 Dweebs are showing why they're such a good team last season, and they know where a lot of these agents are coming from. The spam through from Naro, able to find Zap. It's just going to be 3 players from Gen Z remaining. And not looking much as that Spike's going to take down. Just trying to find any kills. Frenzy as the pop flash comes through, but no kills needed. As the kills go in favor of 100 Dweebs, they're going to get a flawless round, and they'll have 5 on the board.
I mean, it's a great opening half right now from 100 Dweebs, shaping up to be really good. This is now going to be the gun round, though. And remember, I mean, look at the ultimates right now. You only have the knives for Killa on the other side of 100 Dweebs. And then meanwhile, Gen Z is 4 ultimates available and at the ready. So things like the Viper's Pit, like the lockdown, tools that you have for retakes. Grave Ghost looks like it's just going to pop it on top of 410, just shut down the A site. And this is going to funnel everyone towards B, and you can see Gen Z's already prepared for this. You have 4 players on that side of the map.
I like this Viper a lot. Just trying to slow down this A side, force them either into the pit or into the KJ setup, which is slightly different this time, actually. KJ on the side of Gen Z just going to be holding kitchen instead this time. But 100 Dweebs playing very carefully as Grave Ghost is actually playing a very aggressive angle.
Yeah, Grave Ghost kind of playing with fire here.
Span through could have been absolutely devastating. That would have just opened up the A side completely, as all of Gen Z is banking on this Viper ult to hold them. 4 members of Gen Z stacked towards 100 Dweebs, but it seems like...
Oh, there he goes.
Oh no! Tries to dodge in... Tries to weave in and out of the Viper Smolly to dodge the drone, but ends up falling, and that's going to be a free sight. 400 Dweebs and a 4-person retake, but... Gets aggressive. Finally traded out, but still 4v3 in favor of 100 Dweebs. Make that a 4v2 as the KJs falls. Very difficult. Might want to even consider like saving these guns, but no, they're gonna try and push this out. But 100 Dweebs knows that they're the better team. They're just gonna surround and attack from all sides. They will get 6 on the board and force Gen Z on another eco.
Yeah, that is gonna be once again they will be forced back to eco. You're gonna see a couple sheriffs. It looks like. I mean, the money on the side of 100 Dweebs is astronomical. Look at that. 2 players at 7,000. 1 at 6, 1 at 5. They have enough money to buy for quite a while. I mean,
Absolutely.
if you're a Gen Z as well, I mean, you only invested the Viper's Pit. That was the only thing that came in. You had a 4v5 retake, and they didn't choose to invest anything else, which is kind of interesting. You would have liked to maybe see, like, the null command go in, or even, like, the lockdown, something like that, but didn't end up happening. Zap going early aggression here, and is going to get the kill for it.
Choosing to not use the knives, instead use that stinger, picking the Vandal, trying to go even faster, and they're gonna have all of A-side control. And but Doc from mid able to take down Valentine, so it's gonna be a pushback as everyone's gonna get crunched towards this B side. It's up to Rippy to hold down the B side, but it is unable to do so. Too many people surrounding a chef of a sheriff trying to find anyone. It finds Usenith, but Killa able to get that trade back. It's gonna be a 2v3, weapons in favor of 100 Dweebs, but the knives are out for Zap. And I presume that Vandal is in the hands of Grave Ghost, but they gotta find this lurker in the kitchen. Doc able to get that kill, but Grave Ghost trades it back out, but it's a 1v2. Killa is low, and Smarty is playing very close to the spike. No information on where anyone is, and Grave Ghost will give their position. Taps the spike, and the molly will be thrown and will force Grave Ghost off the position. Now it's low health, forced on the reload, and Killa able to get that kill. That's 7 on the round for 100 Dweebs.
Yep, 7 already, 7-2. Really big opening half for the side of 100 Dweebs to open things up, as they're coming into the Masters Division and making a statement for sure to open things up. And that was a couple ultimates used as well, or okay, 1 ultimate, because Zap did use those knives at the end. On the other side, Usenith does have the Hunter's Fury available and ready. Doc, 1 off the Viper's Pit as well. You can see the kills. Look how close those kills counts are across the entire team of 100 Dweebs. 9, 8, 7, 7, 7. No one's popping off. It is everybody popping off.
Yeah, 8-7-7-1 over on the side of Gen Z, and really, this has been a close match. It's just been these clutches that 100 Dweebs have been able to win. The 1v1s. Axel spots 2 in mid, and will have to back off the angle for a moment.
I mean,
and
that,
Chef,
that 100's Fury as well is something that Axel's probably keeping in the back pocket right now, because you know that lockdown on the other side is very close to coming online. Probably want to save it for when that comes up. You want to destroy that lockdown, prevent it from really being used. That's basically the sole purpose of Sova's Hunter's Fury these days. If there's a killjoy on the other team. But that aggressive peek from Usenith is going to find 2 kills. Going to make it 3 to go with it.
Wow. They pushed all the way up their kitchen. They understood that, hey, we pushed that Sova off the mid presence, so we can just push all we want. We have all the space we can in the world. Kill's able to find Rippy, and it's up to Chef to find everyone else. Down to 48 health. Spike seemingly going to go down for free, but it is planned towards Chef. If Chef can got that angle trying to find the first kill. Very patient spray through, able to get the first kill. And we'll have 2 1v1s potentially. Killa here towards Snowman. Is Chef going to be prepared for that? It's all about timing right now, but Chef will be heard. Spots the gun barrel, but Killa is faster. Finds the kill onto Chef with the headshot. That'll be 8 on the round as we go into round 11.
I got things to do.
I mean, Chef, trying to hide the drop with the shooting there at the end, but then, I mean, when you're going in back towards Snowman, I mean, even if you shoot, your gun kind of gives it away. It doesn't matter if you hide the drop or not, because they know you're there, and there's only one way you can come. So that is going to be around. I mean, it was a 1v3, made it doable in the 1v2, and it's now going to be 8-2, and you can see now Gen Z not really going for those for the ecos anymore. They're getting desperate for rounds.
They're gonna force this up, but Recon will find at least one. And the knife on the other hand from Naro will tell 100 Dweebs that they'll have at least 2 people on the site. Grave Ghost this time taking up mid with a different wall towards A, really trying to push back instead of playing for the retake. We'll just push back. Hunter's Fury invested from Axel won't be able to get any kills, but we'll spot enough players and Chef able to get the first kill onto Naro for the first pick of the round.
Yeah, but that gun won't be retrievable though. It's up on belt, and you can see the players are beginning to retreat. They're thinking about going back, but Gen Z is well aware that they're not pushed up B yet because of the aggressive angle that's being held by Zap right now. They might go for a mid to B. You can see Killa.
But Grave Ghost is back.
In towards mid. Yeah, Grave Ghost is still here.
Ooh, and the 1v1. Grave Ghost able to win that with 21 health. Goes for the retake, finds Usnith. But it's Chef who tries to get the trade, but Usnith is too fast with that trigger. Able to even things out. It's now a 3v3 with 30 seconds remaining, but Usnith putting things on his back. He's able to get the next kill, make it a 2v3. And Zap is on the other end with a Marshall. Rippy right by his side, but not much hope looking going into the next round. And yeah, Usnith on for the ace. Able to find Doc, but Usnith with the ace. That will be 9 on that round for 100 Dweebs as we go into the final round of the half.
And this might be, we might be staring down the barrel of another 9-3 right now. I mean, you're gonna see you're gonna see Gen Z here, gonna get a decent amount of rifles on the board. Actually,
very good
rifles all across the board. I don't know what their utilities look. Actually, their utilities fantastic. They have everything. Yeah, you have absolutely everything if you're the side
Chef's
of Gen
been good
Z.
with that Guardian too. And really, they still had that lockdown. They have not used that lockdown. Grave Ghost is 2 kills or an orb and a kill away from getting that Viper's Pit, which could be absolutely huge on the retake. So both of these teams have 2 really great retake tools or just spite denying tools, which I feel like Rippy should be using this lockdown to deny the plan. But Grave Ghost pushed all the way up to the tube, able to get Usnith. That's an absolutely huge pick. Hunter's Fury unable to use on the side of 100 Dweebs. They're going to use that Viper's Pit just to try and get that spike down, but it won't get
they abandoned the plant. They left the plant.
Yeah. And what just I was saying, the lockdown is invested. It's going to push all 100 Dweebs off the site.
It wasn't even that deep though. Doc doesn't have to give up the pit, and that's going to be a problem here. You're going to see Grave Ghost looking and watching for that rotation possibly, but again, I mean, they're just not bothering right now. They don't have to worry. They're not even committing to this though. I mean, you want to make 100 Dweebs second guess, or Gen Z second guess this, but the fact that you have Grave Ghost still in mid means you know exactly. They're all just going to run out of the pit.
They're going to push towards Snowman. Rippy able to get 2 with the spike down. Dog finally able to trade it out, but it's taken down by Zap and it's up to Naru with 20 health. Trying to prevent the 9-3. That dart is going to get broken immediately with 30 seconds remaining. There is not much he can do.
I mean, this will be a miracle if Nero's able to pull this off. 20 HP and a dream. I mean, okay, it only takes like 4 1-taps, right? That's all you need.
Yeah.
4 1-taps, super easy. He'll
spike out in the
turret,
open,
honestly, at this point.
and Zap will be the one to spot it out. Knife goes out. 12 seconds remaining. And Axel Valentine able to take down Naro. And hey, look at this. This looks familiar. A 9-3 half.
Switching sides.
I'm having a good time with these 9-3 halves, and well, 9-3 curse hasn't happened. I'm 0 for 2 for that today and all time. You never know what's gonna happen. Gen Z now on the attack. 100 Dweebs with a very good attacking side, but let's see what this defense is looking about. Both of these teams on mirror competition, so no real advantage on either side, and neither team has used their timeouts. So Pistol is a crucial round. Gen Z have to get this if they want to have any chance, and it's looking like it's going to be a very fast B hit running into the Viper and the Jet.
Yep, we're going to see. I mean, it's going to be very quick here. In towards the side. That is the free cam button. As it looks like Doc is going to be forced off the angle. You're going to see the Soviet utility, and it does sound like there is a Sheriff in the hands of Killa. So that opening start.
Grave Ghost is pushed all the way up through mid.
They have no idea. They have no idea. It's gonna break
nope,
the
turret's gonna stop.
Okay, yeah, now they know. They're well aware of that fact now. They know someone's back there. As we're gonna see.
Mid 15. Chef's gonna get body tapped, and it's gonna be taken down pretty decently low. But Grave Goat's able to get the first kill. Backstab from him. We'll find Usnith, and It's going to be 5v4, and looks like the plant's going to go down decently easily, and it'll be a 4-person retake. But I say that. They've been doing a good job spamming that conditional spot, but Chef able to take down Doc. Going to get mollied out of position, and the... Ooh, the molly missed!
Oops.
Oh, the molly missed! Oh, no!
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it would have been too late to deny plant anyways.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it looks
Not
like
only
the
able to
shots
take down
coming
one.
through. It's now a 2v3 here. Smarties coming on this retake. Has to wrap towards the back because that's where all the players are.
2 members are low. Grape Ghost and Rippy very low, as the tap of the spike will draw all of Gen Z out, and Smarties can't do anything else. That'll be 4 on the round for Gen Z, and a crucial pistol round 1. Excellent execute, man.
I mean, 9-3. You're gonna see the shorties come out and everything. I mean, it was big, just big kills to open it up, especially with that flank from Grave Ghost as well. I mean, they knew that he was there. They had the turret. He destroys the turret, backs up, and just kind of comes back in. And they were not. I don't know. I guess they were turned around or something. They weren't really paying attention.
I think they were expecting him to go to heaven, but instead goes towards CT spawn, able to get that rotation off from Usenith. And here, Gen Z is going to do a more traditional buy: 3 Spectres, a Bulldog. So nothing too special. Usenith's just trying to push up aggressive, getting information, but Grave Ghost is going to be able to take that down. It'll be 4v5, but all 4 members of 100 Thieves are already here.
Yeah, this is a full stack.
They're
They're right here. That's a double tap in the head.
Naro able to find the first kill, immediately traded out, but the side is mostly Gen Z as the kills are squarely found. Doc on an island by themselves, able to find Rippy, but unable to get that weapon upgrade. Just the classic in the hands. Tries to go for the pick. Brought low, and Zapple able to finish it off. That'll be another round. The anti-eco one for Gen Z, with only 2 members gone. So you don't love it, but you don't hate it.
No, I mean, it wasn't that bad. And I mean, you're going to just rebuy in. It's going to be rifles across the board, probably, for 100 Dweebs. On the other side, Gen Z, they're actually not going to reinvest. Yeah, they're just going to keep it as a bonus.
Absolutely. I absolutely love this move.
They lost one of the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they got that back, so good damage, and you're giving that to your top of the leaderboard for your team. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with this. Try to get any damage, get these rifles out of the hands, maybe go for a really fast mid-exec, which seems to be the plan. Silver Dart from the side of 100 Dweebs is broken.
Oh,
and ooh, that dart!
I don't know if that's where it was supposed to go. But either way, you're going to see the players from Gen Z on their way up. They're going to break that turret, so they're aware of this now. That is going to cause a rotation. But Naro has picked Chef on the other side of the map. The lurk is gone.
Yeah. So they understand that all 4 members are here. And Axel Valentine's going to be watching that mid lurk. And meanwhile, Doc is going to push all the way through B main. Understand no one's there, but Zap, unaware of that, gets that first kill. And Useness finds another one. Rippy with the frenzy, able to get another piece of damage. So not all is lost, and the spike goes down. So, not impossible.
That's a rifle retrieve too, although I think, yeah, Grave Ghost is
unable to get the weapon upgrade. Yeah, Killa holding right there. Rippy, not expecting to be right there, but... Ooh!
Got him.
The molly.
Got him
they tried holding that, but it was half. And Rippy, with 4, has the lockdown if he chooses to invest it. Oh, no way! 5 frenzy kills for Rippy. 5 frenzy kills.
You didn't need a Vandal. The Vandals are for everybody else.
The Spectre.
Rippy doesn't need the Vandal.
No, there's no way. Takes the frenzy, able to win every single 1v1, able to separate every single member 100 Dweebs, and what? And Gen Z won the bonus.
Caught off guard. Yeah, I think. I mean, in my head, I was like, why would you not go for the Vandal? But that was basically a bait because Usenith was expecting Rippy to go back towards where that gun was on Killa's body. And in doing so, gets caught off guard when Rippy swings out the other way and takes him down. And at the end, yeah, Naro was just weak on the bomb. Couldn't do anything about it. That is a pixel angle and a half.
Boy, we're gonna go right into the round as fast exec for the side of Gen Z, who have been absolutely phenomenal as attacking round. Zap able to get the first kill, finds Naro, finds Killa. That'll be a 3-person retake on the side of 100 Dweebs, as all of Gen Z is just gonna back up. And yeah, not much you can think that 100 Dweebs are gonna do. Maybe find some econ damage, but yeah, very well done. You gotta think about that last round, really. So many 1v1s won, and we're gonna turn around. Chef is low, but as I say, that Fight Smarties P goes down to Usenith, but Zap's right there for the trade, and Doc, a frenzy. We've seen big things done with a frenzy, but the time is ticking down. Spike about to go down. That should be the round. Doc's gonna die to the spike. We'll be one away from that Viper's Pit, which could be absolutely huge towards this A side. And hey, we're getting close. This game is evening up.
Yeah, the catch-up is coming basically right now. They're beginning to come. They're on their way. That's going to be pretty significant here right now. As, I mean, that should be rifles now fully bought in, but there's a timeout.
Yes.
Hey, we got a timeout, finally!
Yo! Both of these teams do have coaches. Or at least players to act as coaches on either side. So, there's going to be a lot of information, hopefully in this next minute, that can be gathered. But really, this half has been dominated by Gen Z. Able to get the last 4 rounds, pardon me, and just cleanly win every exec they've been able to get. Well, as clean as can be. But really, just absolute playmakers coming out on either side. You're looking at the money, and yeah, they're going to be rolling the next couple rounds. Even if they lose this, they should be able to come back in for a really good buy. Ultimate's slowly building up, and if you can look at the pinks on the top left of your screen, it's going to look like they're going to want to go towards that B site again.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're going to see. I mean, they're planning it out. They're trying to figure out their strats on the backside of getting, like you said, yeah, both teams have coaches. They might just be substitute players, to be honest, that are acting as coaches. You got to give them that pep talk. You got to tell 100 Dweebs, is like, hey, you got to calm down, get back into the groove of things, because right now, definitely on the back foot, you're going to see the full buy rifles come through. That is 5 Vandals. We know which side these guys would rather be on, as you're going to see 3 Phantoms on the other side. So it's interesting to kind of see the parity, you could say, across the map.
100 Dweebs, a lot of rifles, a lot of ultimates coming into the next couple rounds. A couple picks could actually be huge for these teams. Looking towards 2 members of Gen Z towards this A side, and they're going to use the KJ ult to just draw. It's all fake. The Viper's all the pick over on the A side. The spike is going to be easily planted towards that B side. It's just Axel Valentine here just to distract anyone else remaining, and yeah, 100 Dweebs took the bait. They took the bait, and they're realizing the mistake. The spike goes down for free, and it's going to be 4 members trying to retake.
These are the things that come out of the timeouts, right? The plays that you make.
Smarty's able to get the first pick, though. The pick, 400 Dweebs. So excellent. Watching that lurk, but all members of Gen Z playing from spawn, playing post plant very easily. And they will get it to half. The spam through, however, Rippy able to get the first one. Find a second, and the Sova Dart, the shock dart, absolutely huge. It is half.
He's gonna get it.
He's able to hold it. No way! They're able to get the defuse.
They lose every player in the process, but it doesn't matter. That is a round win. That is after the fake and the amount of time lost from the fact that you had to rotate across the map because you got bamboozled so hard. And they still come out with it by the skin of their teeth. I mean, you lose every player, and that's going to be a rough reinvestment. You can see, yeah, Sheriffs, Marshall, 1 Phantom on the board, but it's still a round win.
It's still a round win, and it's a morale booster. I mean, you just lost 4 rounds in a row, able to get that one by the skin of your teeth, and yeah, even if you're not happy with how clean the win is, it is a round win nonetheless. And going to round 18, it's going to be a very slow default from Gen Z. And Grave Ghost not making it any easier for 100 Dweebs, finding the first kick onto Naro. Chef will be spotted out, but after that last round, you have no idea where this Gen Z squad's going to be rotating. And it looks like 100 Dweebs are gambling on the wrong site.
Yeah,
Viper Wall's going to shut
coming
them
in. You're going to see the quick movement across the map coming in from both Doc and Usenith. Doc does have a Phantom, actually, so they have a rifle to work with here. And that initial spam was actually so... They got a shot. They got the kill, actually. They're going to find one Usenith with the Hunter's Fury at long range. That's and 3 players on a side.
Chef goes down with the null command. They're going to try and take down this body, get that gun as soon as possible. Sap able to take down take down Doc. It's gonna be a 3v2. Chef falls.
If Smarty's going to try to come through here.
Viper's ult. The Viper's pit, absolutely huge. Zap able to get out with his life, but Grave Ghost able to find using it down to just the KJ and Smarty, but they have to hold the spike forever in the Viper's pit. Just a little tickle will kill him, and yes, Rippy will be right there. They're gonna run for the hills, but once again, ooh,
both players.
I think we should be okay. Yeah, they should be okay.
Yeah, they have the money for it, and yeah, I mean, Grave Ghost is $9,000, so they're not hurting, but that is kind of significant considering 100 Dweebs bought like a Marshall, a Phantom, and 3 pistols into that round, right?
Yeah,
and
Doc
you get
won't have
all
a
5
rifle.
guns out of the hands of Gen Z. That is a pretty big impact.
Despite getting the round lost, yeah, 100 Dweebs are looking pretty happy. Again, they're gonna have 1 member without a rifle on the side of Gen Z, and more importantly, they'll have 4 ultimates going into this next fight. They just invested the Hunter's Fury just to delay the spike, and while it didn't
Map
delay
pressure.
last
Look
round,
at the push-ups.
yeah, Naro trying to
They've
find
got
a
him all
pick and use
cornered
it.
here, using it.
Yeah.
They're going nuts.
Oh my God, he pushed all the way up through B main. They
He's
all
got
pushed up the
3.
main too. And Doc has to go out of the Viper Spit with that frenzy, unable to find anything, and Chef trying to even things out, finds 2.
Last player standing.
He'll find 2,
Rippy
but it's
gets
down
picked
to
up.
themselves.
Didn't go for the safe plant, it looks like, and loses his life in the process. There's going to
Chef
be one.
with a 3K has to get the ace in order to win this. Drops and unable to get the next kill. Kill able to find Chef, and 100 Dweebs able to find 11 on the board.
I think if Chef was able to stay up top, probably wins that gunfight, but because he's falling, I mean, you zero
Yeah.
accuracy as you're airborne, and you're just kind of like watching as the killer goes, I'm just gonna skeet shoot you out of the air. Goodbye. See you in the next
We'll have
round.
to
That's gonna be 11 for Gen Z as well.
Absolutely.
But
They'll
that
still have
push
a
up was
bye.
insane.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They pushed all the way through mid, all the way through B. They gambled on the fact that Gen Z were just gonna push into A, and yeah.
Get out of my way.
It worked perfectly fine for them. They were more than happy. And Killer with the
Killer.
early knives picks Grave Ghost.
Oh, that's a really big pick, and yeah, it's once again all of 100 Dweebs just pushing B and pushing through mid. AJ Staff is all the way through A for once, and Zap with the knives. The knives trying to find anything. That's the name of the game. Just trying to find any information, any picks is really needed. And Valentine, Axel falling Doc able to find that pick. A 3v2, make that a 2v5. And yeah, this round is looking dire for Gen Z. It's about to be match point. Gotta get some heroic shots from Rippy.
We're gonna see Rippy will get
But
tagged up here. Is
the
gonna be the
KO
last
knife.
alive. They're coming from every corner possible, and yeah, that's gonna be match point now. 400 Dweebs here, 12-8 scoreline. I mean, Gen Z should have. Yeah, they still have enough money to buy into this round, so you're gonna see full rifles on the board still, so they're still okay. And I mean, the issue right now is you have no ultimates. I'm kind of interested to see why both Zap and Killa invested their knives into a rifle round. I'm not entirely sure why that was the case. But, I mean, it worked out fine for Killa, so maybe I shouldn't be saying anything.
Actually, on the side of Gen Z, they are 1 off. If I'm correct, they're Soval, so they are decently close. No, so it's yeah, it's gonna be their KJ ult. Actually, more importantly,
Yeah,
so
but, I
that
mean, they're close
lockdown
to
could
a
be
couple.
absolutely huge. That lockdown could be absolutely huge and guaranteed round. And that pick from Chef, finally playing back, understanding that aggression's coming, able to get that first pick. But they're gonna be running into the jet. Are they gonna expect kill up there? Yes, they will. Rippy able to get that second kill, and they will have that lockdown for the post plant if they feel like they need it.
We're gonna see if they're gonna go right in
Yes.
onto the site. There's the Killjoy ultimate coming out as well. The spike has not been committed. The spike's actually leaving, so they're just gonna be departing and exiting the
No,
site.
they're
It
just
looks
holding.
like. Yeah, they're just going
Yeah,
out.
they're
They
just-
don't want anything to do with this.
Yep, that was just the defensive KJ ult at least. So, ooh, big scan.
Yeah,
But
they know this is a
gonna be
rotation
very
now.
slow.
They know they're moving, but it's a 2v5 as well. You're just trying to do as much damage as possible right now because you know the money situation on Gen Z is not very good. So you're going to see, I mean, both players are going to be walking right into the stack. as it's just 5-man train around the corner. Here we go.
30 seconds left.
Yep, you'll have 3 rounds. You have 3 rounds to win. Try to do as much damage, and Yusnith
Last
pushes
player
up,
standing.
able to take down Rippy, but not after the spike was planted, and now it's a 1v4, just looking for any damage they can do. They did investigate. Smarties did invest their KJ ult, so that's what they won't really have for the rest of regulation. And they'll get scanned up. Zap able to take that kill, and it's another round on the board for Gen Z. 1 down, 3 to go.
Yep, there it is. And you're finally, I mean, this is the last round right now where 100 Dweebs will have money. You win this, you're going to force an eco, and you're basically going to be guaranteed that final round for overtime right now. If you're able to win this. But you have to win this, and you have to win it basically by killing everybody, because that will force them into an eco round for the, what is it, 23rd round?
Keep up.
Yep.
What number are we? Yeah, for 20,
yeah.
for round 23.
For round
so
24. Yep.
this will be critical.
Absolutely. Chef
I mean, I
does
say that
have
like
null
it's
command.
not critical, because if you lose this, you lose the map.
And
Top
yeah,
tier
there's Chef with that
analysis
null
right
command. Chef with that null command. Spots Killa. Ooh, finally gets the spray. Spots Smarty P, and Smarty P will be taken down by Zap. Really nicely done, and that spike's gonna go down very cleanly for the side of Gen Z. Null command, excellent use of that to just push everyone back. And Yusnith is gonna play for exits rather than playing for the push.
Well, I think
Doc
he was
able to
thinking
find the
about
first
it,
pick.
Now he's gonna move up. That opening
with that
pick
pick
changes
from
a
Doc,
lot,
and
and there's
yeah.
a second pick too.
That's the Sova ultimate down. Yusnith has their Hunter's Fury, so they are gonna be able to clear the site or clear any people back here. Rippy does get spotted, has to drop down. Finds no one. Naro able to find 2. Rippy finds 1 more, but Naro with the 3K finds Rippy and finds the defuse in a clutch, and now will be 100 Dweebs taking nice box.
Defenders win.
That was a 3v5 in that last round.
Yeah,
Between 100 Dweebs and Gen Z. 100 Dweebs took that opening map. But it was 13-9. Am I remembering that right? 13-9?
Yes.
All right,
13-9.
13-9. My short-term memory can't be that bad, right? We are going to get ready to go back into map number 2. This one will be 100 Dweebs' pick of Haven, I think. I'll check that after. I don't actually remember. I'm pretty sure this is 100 Dweebs' pick. I'm so professional. Look at me go.
Woo! I don't think you do too much, man. Here we go on Haven.
This is confirmed 100 Dweebs' pick. We're going to see a
Yes.
non-mirror comp this time as well. Naro's going to get that run in the breach. I don't know how that didn't catch Chef, but Chef is on the Phoenix as well.
Ooh,
And that's going to be a
spray
big opening
control.
pick on Yusnith.
very patient from Chef, able to get the 1 tap, but with that, it's gonna be immediate rotate from 100 Dweebs over onto this A site, and Kill's able to find Chef immediately. But looks like Gen Z still want to commit to the site with the flash, but no other execute with the pop flash comes out. Kill able to find 1 more.
One enemy
Grades
down
come out,
A.
but it's gonna be all in favor of 100 Dweebs on the defense. Zap 100 health does have Naro low. Knows where they are, but Naro too quick on the trigger, finds the headshot onto Zap, and that'll be the pistol going towards 100 Dweebs.
Doesn't matter if you're low when you just 1 tap in the face and down.
Ghost
yeah.
is a good gun.
Yeah, great opening. I remember there's so many arguments about like whether or not the Ghost is a good gun or not, and everyone's like, oh, you should be running the Frenzy, you should be running the Ghost. If you can 1 tap him in the face, the Ghost works perfectly fine.
Oh, absolutely.
Except, you know, that takes actual aiming talent, which I don't have, so I play a Frenzy. You
I
buy
don't
the
have
Ghost
the-
to tell yourself you can aim, and then you give up and switch to Frenzy because you need something that can actually kill people when you can't aim. It's great.
Yeah, there's Yusnith holding B with that KO knife that I was just talking about before we went live. See, that knife's going to get all of A lobby and all of window control, and it's going to force all of Gen Z into its garage, which they're able to find Smarty P's overwhelming with numbers, and it's a weapon upgrade. Doc holding the backside, finds 1, finds 2, but not before he's traded by Rippy. A 3v3 weapons in favor of 100 Dweebs, but Axel able to find another kill. This is absolutely huge for Gen Z, as they're very close to flipping this anti-eco, but Killa on the flank. Will Rippy be expecting it? Yes, they will, but the Spectre too good. And here we go. 2v2 retake. Zap with the
Last
Bulldog,
player standing.
but Naro able to find Axel Valentine, and Killa turns around immediately, finds Zap, and what almost looked like an upset in the round turns into 100 Dweebs, able to take that round very cleanly. Well, not very cleanly, but by the skin of their teeth.
I don't know
actually.
about clean.
By the skin of their teeth. But they'll take 2 Bulldogs into it.
It was very close for what I mean. It was just the opening pick there, being able to just run through, and I mean they forced Smarty into a pretty aggressive position with the Spectre, and they just kind of ran him over. Just sort of got freight trained as the whole group of players just ran through. You trade out 2 for 2, the 3v3, basically in the attacker's advantage once you get the bomb down and everything, and they played it really nicely overall. Chef is somehow dodging all of these aftershocks, and just one pass Yusinov. He had light armor. He definitely did not have a helmet.
Yeah. But
KO should have a built-in helmet, alright? It's a robot. KO should definitely have some form of built-in helmet, but nope. Not today. Gets destroyed basically on the in. But it is traded back 1 for 1 here, as you are going to see Zap has gone down. And this is going to stall out the push quite a bit.
Yeah, they're still leaning towards this A side, but meanwhile, 100 Dweebs really haven't pushed through much. Relying on that turret to hold the garage, relying on that alarm box towards B. But it looks like Gen Z's gonna be walking towards the one place they're not watching, and that's gonna be C main. That turret's gonna be holding that, I believe, so they will see it once they get onto site. But it's gonna be full retake, 400 Dweebs with the sheriffs and a bulldog.
The turret's actually well, it is gonna point in towards the site, but I'm not sure if it's gonna spot them. Okay, now you won't.
Now it's not. Yeah. But they'll hear that spike going down, but that's going to be for free. No, that turret does watch garage, and because it's 180 degrees, that will also watch C as they get onto the site.
Yep. I mean, they know there's no flank right now. There is an alarm bot back there that is currently active, so they know there's no push. It's all going to be coming from the front. Naro's going to get an opening pick there, and that's going to be the site presence. Mostly destroyed.
Does have the knives.
Grave Ghost.
Ooh. Brought down low. Grave Ghost goes down low, and Smarties is able to finally clean that up, but it's a 2v2. But the weapon upgrades are there. One of the mollies used, 0 point used, and there's the second mollies. Spike to be halved at the very flash comes out, and there shouldn't be any time left. Smart holding that spike for as long as they can, but Rippy able to find that kill. And Naro's gonna fall to the spike without the weapon upgrade. That'll be 1 on the board for Gen Z, but a very costly one.
And that is a lot of damage done too, because I mean, side of 100 Dweebs, you did not have a lot into that round. They carried over those 2 bulldogs from the previous round that was very tight, and then it was just sheriffs, and you eliminate 3 rifles on the board off from Gen Z. So this is an expensive reinvestment from the side of Gen Z right now. Rippy's probably gonna buy a rifle over towards Chef there.
Yep, and that'll be a guardian in the hands of Chef.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage economically.
Oh, well, 1 kill away from the run it back, and Chef's been able to get these 1-taps really cleanly over towards A main, but Usnith smartly backing off rather than taking that peek. They were the first one to fall in the last round, and it looks like they're going to want towards that A push as Killa. Oh, Killa and Naro pushed all the way through C main, able to get the first pick. Was down, but Chef immediately able to trade that out. Finds the Usnith on the A site, and that is a clear site, actually, and that's where Gen Z is going to want to run to.
Yeah, we're going to see. I mean, this is going to be Smarty just playing very far back. Doesn't want anything to do. Doesn't want to give up his life before the rest of his teammates are going to come in. It's going to be full Vandals coming in for the side of 100 Dweebs on this retake. 4v4, only ultimate on the board really is going to be the run it back and the knives. So no big movement, aggressive initiator ults coming in at all.
Naro is 1 away from the... Ooh, never mind. That's gonna be a stun, but Naro, he has his ult. He has the rolling thunder if he chooses, but Rippy able to find 2, gets the turret to peek for him, and Naro able to find another one. Grave Ghost finds Smarty Pete's, and Naro's left at the 1v2 that Axel cleans up, and we are tied here on Haven.
Yeah, and that was a critical round win by Gen Z. You didn't want to get your economy reset or put back into shambles. Winning that round means you maintain rifles. You're going to maintain a decent amount of money going into this next round. I mean, that will force 100 Dweebs on towards the eco. That's going to be 5 sheriffs and light armor across the board. And it looks like they're going to gamble away from A. There is nobody here on the A side of the map right now. The closest you're going to get is Naro throwing that. Well, it's going to throw this right through into A main. There's going to be nobody home. The gamble's going to
ultimates
pay
on
off
the
here.
side
Everybody
of
is
Gen
stacked
Z.
on this side of the map.
And other Dweebs do have knives if they want to invest in the chef. Immediately gonna get one tap from Doc. Whoa, what a shot. And the smoke out. But they're blinded, and Yusnith able to get the first pick. Chef, same time, takes out Doc. 4v4. Chef finds Killa, and is gonna bring Chef down very low. Valentine goes down. Killa falls. Still really even though until Chef able to get the 3K from themselves, even things out. And now it's a 2-person retake on the side of 100 Dweebs. And a 1v2 is left. Smarty's able to get 1 pick. But it's Yusnith with a Vandal. Not. It is very possible. Spots the gun barrel. They spot the gun barrel. They know where Chef is. Yusnith trying to push out. Drone's going to push Yusnith back still even more so.
Just running
Gotta win
out
this
of
one.
noses there.
And
There
Yusnith
you
will be
go.
able to fire for the first kill. And Zap's out in the open. Wins the 1v1. Able to take down Yusnith.
See, that's
got
where you blame
very
the skin,
close.
right? You blame the skin. The Singularity Phantom took too long to stick itself together. It's for him to shoot. I mean, it was just so close. He went around the corner, and I don't think he was expecting Yusnith to be there. Or, sorry, not
No.
Yusnith. Was that I think it was Axel. I forgot. I've
Yeah.
already forgotten.
Yeah,
who
Axel
it was.
Valentine.
But Axel was just standing there in the middle of the lane, and it was like, when the bomb is on that side, you don't expect someone to be right there, and they kind of caught him off guard, and it worked out as Yusnith goes down. That's going to be a 3rd round on the board for Gen Z. But again, a round should not have been that close on an eco.
These teams are matching up very closely, and you know, I'm happy to see it. And it's gonna be a fast execute for Gen Z onto this C site. The mollies are gonna just hurt a little bit, but it's gonna be a full retake for the side of 100 Dweebs. Still have a couple ultimates to invest into this as well, and the Rolling Thunder will be the first. Not gonna spot too much, but Killa on this flank turns down. He's out of range, but Grave goes, turns around just in the nick of time. Able to find the first pick as Rippy finds 2 onto the site, finds a 3rd as Doc is finally able to trade it out. Doc the tap on the spike, but all 4 members just waiting on the other end with a barrage of mollies.
Just all the mollies.
Doc
are
just finding
coming
damage,
through.
finds the first pick. What a flick, but the spam through. Ooh, and the tag from the dart. That will leave Doc falling, and that will leave 3 standing for Gen Z as they get 4 on the board.
Yep, now, I mean, 100 Dweebs now. You're coming in with 4 ultimates, but so is Gen Z. It is going to be a lot going on this map right now. I mean, they did invest the Rolling Thunder in that last one. Didn't really get much out of it, to be honest. I mean, you got...
Nope.
I mean, you cleared out, what, 1 player on the site, and then there was 4 players down long. So not a whole lot really coming out of that. Unfortunate, but you do have a lot to work with right now. It's going to be Sheriffs once again, maybe committing the knives. But we're going to have to wait and see, and that's all. Hello. Hello, everybody.
Oh, they know where everyone is. And you know what? I would love to see 100 Dweebs really get aggressive in one of these rounds to go push the mains, push C main, push B main, but we go right back to round 7, and the first kill is going to fall in favor of Gen Z. Knives and, yeah, null command just to delay or deny the spike, but the spike is already backed out. They went a little too fast, actually, and now the entire map is anyone's game, but it seems like both sides are going to stick with this A side. A minute to play. Gen Z has a lot of time, but they're going to choose to stay here. Killick tries to get aggressive, gets a couple body shots on the Chef, but Chef wins that out. And now the site should be 100 Dweebs, as unless the user can throw some heroics. Gets the body shot, but Axel Valentine takes 1 down. Zap finds another, and it's up to Doc. In a 1v4, 1v5. Tries to find a first pick. The shots go wide, and Zap gets the spam through, and that'll be 5 on the board for Gen Z.
And that's going to be up to 5. I mean, that was another 2 ultimates invested too by the defensive side. Killa and Yusnith both throwing their ults through. It worked for delaying action. You did stall out the push on A for, I don't know, 30 seconds. The problem is you don't have a whole lot behind it. Once the ultimate goes down, it is free. It is just open. Like, just open. I don't even remember what the term is anymore. Open season.
Fire.
Open season,
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. No one else.
There's a word for this. The brain is not moving very quickly today, but this is going to be a very...
Firing range?
It's like no, it's just open season. Is what I remember.
Open
what it was
season.
now.
Coming back.
Duck hunt, am I right? Speaking
Yep.
of hunting season,
they're
it's
on-
gonna the
they're on the
back's gonna
site
be
already.
invested. Try to find anything. Won't find any picks, but it's gonna be another retake required of 100 Dweebs, and they've been unsuccessful. But that's of all should be good, and Usenet has to find a pick. Turn's gonna spot out one in the trade. Draco's able to find that kill. Gotta find one more. Axel Valentine holding the angle. Caught using it with the flash in the hands. 4v3 in favor of 100 Dweebs as Doc is on the spike. But there's that no. Ooh! Ooh, Doc almost holds it down, but Rippy able to get two and has the lockdown vest. But Smarty pushes all the way through, gets 2 kills, but Axel Valentine with the 3K finds 2 more, finds the last 2 members of 100 Dweebs, and with the clutch, Gen Z is able to hold on and get 6 on the board.
That was just absolutely chaotic in that corner. That is going to cause a timeout. 100 Dweebs has to stop the bleeding here. But it was just throw down the ultimates, throw down more ultimates. We're using the Hunter's Fury to cancel one. They're going to go charging down the alley. It was just, I mean, if you're 100 Dweebs, you have to make that push. And they nearly made it happen. You brought it down to a 2v1, and then Axel Valentine sprays both players down as they come through the smoke. But, I mean, you made that push happen. It was a solid attempt at it, but it's just not working. And, I mean, 100 Dweebs, you're down 6-2, but think about how many of those rounds were so close, right? You had so many 1v2s, 2v1s, 1v1 scenarios here that could have gone either way. And you've made it so close on your sheriffs, too. I mean, they're doing almost better on their sheriff rounds than they are on their full gun rounds.
Absolutely. And again, I mentioned this a couple of rounds ago, but I really want to see them get aggressive towards push up through C, push up through B. You saw that a couple of rounds ago where they pushed up C, able to get the first pick, and they just backed off. And I think that's exactly what they need to do on these next couple of rounds if they want to have a chance.
Yeah, we're going to
Look at
see
the
it's going
buy.
to be 6-2. And yeah, the buy, kind of looking iffy right now. I mean, it looks like they're kind of deciding they might sell a couple of these rifles. Doc is going to go down to $150 if he keeps that, and they're changing their mind.
They're going to force it. They're going to force this buy.
This is an investment round. They are going for it right now. They're switching up
There's
too.
that
Doc
aggression.
is now going to be the player here A long. You're going to see Usenet is going to swap over towards the C site, so they're making some changes.
There's that
here, and
aggression I
Killa
was saying. Killa.
very early on.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what I wanted to see. Doc able to find another one, but Rippy trades the 2 kills out, finds Naruto and Doc left on its own. But Killa able to find the flank. They know that Killa's here, so chooses smartly just to back off. Gets that one, gets the advantage, and just backs off. And now it's just up to Chef and Rippy. But absolutely, these are the 2 players you want. Holding it down, finds the body, and Killa backs off. And now Chef trying to get aggressive, knows they have to even this out. Spam through from the Phantom, doesn't find anything, and they're just going to have to back out for this.
Player standing.
Useness holding the angle, able to get Chef, and now it's Rippy with 7 health.
I mean,
And
the other
they're
team
running
is
towards
not
C.
that healthy either, though, right? You're looking at 1
Oh my God.
HP. I mean, look at this. They have 50 HP combined between all 3 players. Rippy can kill one with a turret.
Oh, that turret actually is going to be huge. This is the
30
one agent
seconds
you want.
left.
Yeah.
Placing
But-
swarm grenade.
Let's see.
Whoa! Oh! Whoa! What?
I didn't
second.
see it. No. 2v1. It was always a 2v1. Smarties, they find the turret.
Last player standing.
Killa unable to find another one, but they know where he is. Has the molly. Activates it. Oh, no! The molly comes and is accurate, but it doesn't come in time. They push out just in time, gets the kill. And it's 7 on the round for Gen Z. Oh no.
I don't believe it.
And-
He's done it again.
And we'll clip that. We will clip that. And you know what? This is one of those times where
Baffled.
we're glad we don't have a replay operator.
Yeah, or, you know,
No one has.
I'm watching it now, like, appear on the main stream because we are on a 90-second delay. But it just, I don't know what happened. Did he throw something and it, like, bounced back? He was on 1 HP, and I'm so confused as to what actually
using
happened.
this.
But all the action is about to go back down over on A.
Right there.
All right, here we go. Towards this A site, and Gen Z actually just gonna take all the site. Omen Ultimate's gonna hold heaven, and it's gonna be a very dangerous investment. And Chef falls low, gets 2 body shots, unable to find it. Grave Ghost able to take down Naro. And another an Axel Valentine finds Killa, and yeah, 3-person retake, not a lot of weapons. Just the sheriffs. No ults to play with, and yeah, Smarties jumps out,
Player standing.
awaiting the firing squad, and Yusnith, it's not his own molly this time. Finds the wrong end of the barrel of Chef, and it's gonna be 8 rounds for Gen Z, and we're looking very close towards a very familiar score as we enter round 11.
Yeah, we've seen this one before, right? A few times. I'm
Just an
still
eco.
so confused. I think so. What I think happened is he threw the fragment grenade into something and killed himself with it.
Yeah, that
I don't
has
know.
to be it.
I don't know why it would have been thrown because they were on the other
Yeah.
side of the map. I am
Exactly.
honestly,
That's-
it's funnier too because I'm looking at it. I was so in shock at what happened. I forgot to switch back to Rippy like during that clutch.
Ooh. Fast exact coming towards C for the side of Gen Z. They're gonna find one. Smarty's able to get out Axel Valentine, and Naro able to take down Chef. That's actually really big. They will be able to get the revive onto Valentine, and the site is theirs. Just the spams are everywhere, and
kills
Zap
Zap
able
in
to
the
find
back.
Naro.
Alarm bot out.
And Rippy's gonna spot at least one shoulder, but they know now that Killa's in the back, so this is not really safe. They're getting pincered in here. The retake. Smarty's on 1 HP.
Swarm grenade
Oh,
out.
don't maul yourself. Don't maul yourself.
Oh, that shock dart's
Oh,
gonna do
the
it
shock
instead, but
dart,
Killa,
yeah.
now in the 1v2, knows at least where one player is for sure. Dodges that. Is basically just gonna
Salsa-
have to commit. Sees
So the
him.
jump.
One enemy remaining.
Able to get one. Knows what the last one is. Tries to find something. Yes, he does. The 4K from Killa. Able to get the clutch and will get 100 Dweebs to 3.
Clutch.
Whoa. What an absolute clutch. What a retake.
Answer a
Last
clutch with a
round
clutch
before the
apparently
switch.
is what's gonna happen. Killa going absolutely massive on the flank as well, and then finds both kills to close it out. That's that's what you need
yeah.
when you're down 8-2, and you've already used your timeout, and you really don't have a lot going your way. That is what you need.
And looking into this until the last round of the half, you have 3 ultimates already in the bank, and you have 2 coming up very quickly for the 500 Dweebs. And you gotta be really happy thinking, yeah, hey, we got that round, and we have the ultimates going into it. And it's gonna be looking like an A aggression. Chef finds the first kill, but Doc's right there to trade it back. Nice out of commission, but Naro with that Rolling Thunder, able for retake as Grave Ghost finds Smarty Peas, and that's gonna be a 3v4 in favor of Gen Z. Once again, until Naro evens it out, 3v3, and here's 3 members right there. Chooses not to spam through, holds the smoke. Doc does get drone and pushes out and head, able to get down Rippy, and so now a 2v2 as Zap is able to trade that out until Naro finds and raids go over the place, and it's a 1v1. Zap has no idea where this last player is. Yusnith on the flank.
Coming in from behind, yeah, Zap has no idea, and he's gonna miss the shots. Actually, he definitely knows now.
And Zap able to take it back. Yusnith unable to get the shot, and Zap able to just get that kill at the very end to bring this to a 9-3 half.
We've had every single map go 9-3 tonight, which is crazy. Which, I mean, if you continue the trend, 9-3 does mean you're probably going to win.
Yes.
We're 3 for 3
But-
so far tonight. So no 9-3
We are-
curses. Maybe
But
that's
it's
only in
been
VCT.
very close. every single half has been close. The second half,
That's 5
As this-
ghosts.
yeah.
Or it was 5 ghosts. Naro just dropped his.
Yep. Trying to go for a little bit more util. Well, it looks like, yeah, full util for Naro for the post plan. Even they get on the site, and yeah, 100 Dweebs need to win this pistol, and they'll have the tools to do it. That breach is very good for holding the spike once it gets planted, but Killa on the hunt, trying to find any kills. Might find Chef, but the curveball in the hands, trying to find a pick. But, ooh, what a knife.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be the one way as well. Is going to spot a lot right now. They're going to walk
Doc.
right into it, actually, and Houston just dies to it.
One way.
Grave
Grave
Ghost
Ghost
with
finds
2.
2. extremely low. Finds a third with 21 health, and finally, Smarties is finally able to take it down. But Smarties in a 1v3. They line up for them, but unable to get the spike down, unable to get the picks, and Gen Z will go up 10. They have reached double digits here on Haven.
I mean, at the end, I mean, I think there was no reason that Grave Ghost should have been able to get 3 like that on the site.
No.
That was just, I mean, just wandering around the boxes basically, finds one and then finds a second as well. I mean, they went straight through the one-way. I mean, they just went in dry basically. They went straight through it.
Absolutely.
And it completely, I mean, it definitely cost Yusinith his life there for sure, and probably cost another one behind him. But, I mean, that's what ends up happening, and, oh, that's okay, he's making up for it. Making up for it.
Yusinith's able to get the first pick, but Zap with the Ares finds 2 kills with the spam through. Pushes all the way through B, but has to get another pick to be huge, but Grave Ghost is prepared for that. Has the Spectre spray, but not being by the Frenzy spray right now. Smarties pushes up through B, trying to find any picks, but is surrounded on all sides, and Doc falls at the end. That'll be 11 for Gen Z, and 100 Dweebs now in a basically must-win situation. That's, I think they forced last round.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. They definitely did force that one up because they did have quite a bit of SMGs and stuff on the board, and that is going to be an issue, which means this is most likely Gen Z hitting match point. I mean, okay, we've seen crazier things happen tonight, so you never actually know if this is going to happen. But I mean, on the other side, Gen Z's not really got a massive investment either, right? You have an Ares, you have 2 Spectres, and 2 Ghosts.
Yeah, they'll just stick with the bonus. No frenzy shenanigans from either side, as we're just going to play very slow on the side of 100 Dweebs. Yeah, not even pushing anywhere, just allowing Gen Z to be very cautious. They're the ones on the back foot. Well, Gen Z is the ones that they know that 100 Dweebs are on the back foot. They have to be pushing. They have to gather info, and they're the ones executing onto the site.
We're going to see Kill is going to be working up, trying to find something up here. The problem is going to walk into literally all the Killjoy utility here. Might be able to just kind of trigger a rotation maybe by walking up into a contact point, but I mean, Kill is looking for something, and something is not really presenting anything. On the other side, though, Chef is about to see many people.
Already got the first pick, finds the second. Naro goes down, and now it's a 3v5. 100 Dweebs don't have the best guns. They did decide to save, go for a half buy. Marshall shot for Chef. Will bring him down to 49 health, but this is the Phoenix we're talking about. He'll get healed up to at least 90, 80 or 90. And the execute is going to have to come from 100 Dweebs, but really not much they can do. 17 seconds left on the clock, and the spike has yet to go down on this half.
Man, I'm always going to go down as well. That is going to be an issue. It's going to be problematic. You only got 2 players alive. The spike's actually going down here, and Yusinith should be able to get that down on the ground. There you go. The classic's out. Nobody's going to survive. 2 ghost kills to end it off. And that's going to be match point now for Gen Z.
Absolutely. Lovely. Didn't even need to really retake. They just held into the back of side, understood that, hey, like, we have the weapons upgrade. We have the advantage in this. Just let them plant, and we just surround them, understanding that, hey, they are trapped onto this site.
Match point.
And Gen Z looking very happy. They will have money to upgrade to rifles, to match 100 Dweebs' rifles as well. And you look at 100 Dweebs, like, what do they have in the bank, both financially and in the ultimate department? Playing it very softly. And yeah, the closest they got is the null command from Yusinith, but that's going to require 2 kills at the very least. On the other hand, you have to run it back from Chef. You have the Omen ult from Ghost. And the Ares, the spam through finds Doc as the rest of 100 Dweebs are pushing towards B, and looking like they will have the site. Killa able to just jump up there, and now is just trying to delay the spike. As Smarties finds 2, finds Chef and Axel. But the spike unable to go down. Grave Ghost from C finds 1, finds 2. Smarties pushes him up. Does have that Omen ult, will reposition as a 2v2, but on the flank finds 1, and it's all up to Yusinith in a 1v2 for the map. for their lives in this match. Fine. We'll go for Grave Ghost,
Oh, he didn't
but unable
see
to
that
find
corner.
it. Rippy spots, and that will be a 13-3 absolute